Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jim and Ricky. And today you are listening to us on the UFX1204 Mixer. This is from Behringer, and this is the best mixer ever. It's totally awesome. So we're talking about this mixer for podcasters in this video. Obviously, a lot of people use this for a lot of different reasons, but the reason that we like this one for podcasting is this. You can record directly to a flash drive from the mixer, which saves a lot of work.
Right.
So, okay, so your flash drive just plugs in the back. And the real advantage to this is the first mixer I've ever seen that actually has a sound recorder built in. You can just press record, and right now it's recording our audio, and it's also sending it into the video system. So it's really cool for podcasters because you used to have to spend. How much do those Zooms cost?
A few $100s.
I want to say $300 or something. And this mixer is less than that. It's expensive. It's a really, really nice mixer. You can definitely buy cheaper mixers, but you're getting an awesome mixer, which you'd probably want if you're going to do a good job podcasting anyway. And it's got your sound recorder built right in. So it's awesome for that. So it has 4 XLR inputs, has 12 total inputs, which I don't know if anybody really needs that many when you're podcasting. You can do like your special effects and stuff if you want to sound all echoey or something. It's cool. I don't even know enough about this thing to talk more about it, honestly.
So let's talk about, what does this give you that you're not getting on like the Zoom H6? Because the Zoom H6 is one that a lot of podcasters are going to use. It's got a couple of inputs. I'm using the Zoom H4. It's got 2 XLR inputs and one input for, their attachments that I have to, pay a bunch for. So, basically I've got 2 inputs. I have the ability to increase and decrease volume on each of those inputs. And I can record. That's basically what it does. From a practical standpoint, that's what it does. And it costs a few $100. So what does this add to that makes it worth buying this for less money than the Zoom?
Well, a few things. The first is much, much better preamps. If you buy like one of those, like they make little tiny mixers with like 3 inputs for like $50, super cheap. And that was the first thing that I bought when I started podcasting, because I thought, when am I going to need more than 3 mics on there? I'm not like doing a major studio show. I'm just doing a little podcast, me, sometimes one other person. Well, what I learned is they're just made really cheaply. And so if you just make a mistake and you're testing your mic and you've just cranked up your gain really high, you burn it out like that. Like literally, I burned it out in a couple weeks because I was still new trying to figure out how to do it and stuff. And you didn't realize your gain was too high and you just burned it out. So I've learned the hard way not to go too cheap on mixers for that. But now that this is combining 2 devices, it's definitely good for that. The image, the quality of the audio is good. The other problem with the Zoom is, one, you either got to put batteries in it, which inevitably die in the middle of a podcast, or you plug in the mini USB. And I've had the problem I had the Zoom H2, I had the Zoom, I have the H6, and the H5 I've owned, and the H4n. I've had a lot of Zooms over the last few years. Every time when you plug in that mini USB, it'll work for a while, and then you start hearing this sound really faint, and it's from the USB. They have never overcome it, even with the H6. It's just a problem, and so this is completely eliminating any kind of problem because this is a big boy mixer. You could use this for pro audio. Audio quality is awesome, and longevity. These mixers are going to last 20 years.
Well, it's made by Behringer. It's a good company that makes high quality audio products that are used in, audio recording of, not just podcasts, but we're talking music and everything else. So,
you can use this as an interface to plug straight into the computer as well.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. So it's awesome. I think if you are a podcaster and you're looking at something like one of the Zooms or you're looking at another mixer, there's just no good reason not to get this one. It's not horribly expensive. It's a little bit more, but it has replaced a number of devices for me, and it's done it a lot more reliably. So this is the Xenix UFX1204. There are a number of similar mixers to this. So make sure you're getting the exact right one. Not all of them are going to have all these functions. So if you go to incomeschool.com/mixer, we're going to have you a link to get to the right one on Amazon. And that is an affiliate link. So we'd appreciate if you're buying it to use that. It gives us a little bit of a return for making these videos for you guys. So thanks everybody for joining us on Income School, and we'll see you later.